Even 15 years after its debut, the Walking Dead franchise is far from slowing down. With Dixon heading into its third season and Dead City recently wrapping up its second, the sprawling universe of walkers and survivors continues to evolve under the guidance of Chief Content Officer Scott M. Gimple. Yet in a new interview, Gimple revealed he still harbors a nostalgic vision for the future, one that could bring back a beloved element from the franchise's early days. While discussing Dead City's season finale, Gimple offered insights into character arcs, comic book influences, and one risky creative decision that defined the season. However, it was his commentary on episode structure that stood out. According to Gimple, he's not letting go of the idea of longer seasons, specifically the 16-episode structure that defined The Walking Dead's prime. "I didn't get in trouble over this," Gimple laughed, "but a few months ago I was like, I really want to do 16 episodes. People thought that meant we were moving toward that. Internally, everyone was like, wait, what?" While streaming trends and television economics have pushed most series into shorter, tightly packed seasons, Gimple believes that there's still a hunger among audiences for expansive, serialized storytelling, the kind that allowed The Walking Dead to weave deep character development and narrative complexity over months of anticipation. "It's my opinion that people actually prefer longer seasons," he said. "There are glimmers of proof, and we've seen more and more success when shows commit to that. I still harbor that desire, and I'm not necessarily giving up on it." Nostalgia with a purpose. Gimple's comments weren't just about personal preference. He believes longer seasons help audiences form stronger relationships with characters and stories. "For 12 years, those 16-episode seasons were an event," he said. "That kind of relationship with a show becomes something you can count on, something you schedule your life around. That's a blessing, fictional or not." This passion for legacy storytelling also extends to other areas. When asked about creative risks, Gimple pointed to the recent death of Bruegel, a new fan-favorite character in Dead City. While the loss was a shock, it's emblematic of what The Walking Dead has always been willing to do: take chances. "That's what we've always done, make bold choices," Gimple said. "Great character, amazing actor, and we killed him. That's the risk and power of The Walking Dead." Herschel's anti-hero arc and comic book roots. Another major focal point of the conversation was Herschel's evolution in Dead City. Gimple credits showrunner Eli Jorn and his team of writers for creating a layered, morally complex version of Herschel. He notes that this arc is loosely inspired by the final issue of Robert Kirkman's The Walking Dead comic series, which showed Herschel as a conflicted and almost villainous adult. "That version of Herschel made a big impression," Gimple noted. "You can definitely see some Kirkman influence there." Despite the spin-offs diverging from the original comics in key ways, Gimple still encourages showrunners to treat the comics as a spiritual guide for the franchise. He sees them as a foundational Bible that still informs key moments, even when adaptations take creative liberties. Will Dead City ever leave Manhattan? While Dead City is anchored in its titular setting, the show may still have room to expand. Gimple addressed the possibility of exploring new locations in the future, though for now, Manhattan remains central to Maggie's story, especially as she remains there for her son Herschel. "It's a big city, and there's a lot more we can do there," Gimple hinted. "But who knows what the future holds? We've always been a franchise that moves and evolves." Conclusion. Scott M. Gimple's vision for The Walking Dead is one that blends bold risks with reverence for the past. Whether it's revisiting long-form storytelling or pushing characters like Herschel into new moral territory, Gimple is committed to keeping the franchise fresh without forgetting what made it a cultural juggernaut in the first place. And while the return of 16-episode seasons may not be imminent, it's clear that fans, and Gimple himself, still crave the sprawling epic that once defined Sunday night television.